Hello, welcome to Simple Spanish Sentences. This is the 12th video in the playlist on Spanish verb tenses and moods. In it, I'm going to share some sentences that show a specific use of the imperfect tense. It occurs when describing a situation where something is happening when something else occurs. What was happening will be in the imperfect tense, and the event that occurs will be in the preterite tense. Hopefully, the following examples will clarify how this is done. Additionally, I hope you're already a little familiar with these two tenses. Although I'll briefly explain them in this video, it may be helpful to review each tense on its own by watching some of my previous videos so that you don't get overwhelmed. With that said, the verbs that I'll use in the imperfect tense will be to cook, which is cocinar, to read, which is leer, and to write, which is escribir. And the verb that I'm going to use in the preterite tense will be to enter, which is entrar. For the first set of sentences, the imperfect tense will be in the I form. So cocinar becomes cocinaba, leer becomes leía, and escribir becomes escribía. And the preterite tense will be in the U form when talking to one person informally. So entrar will become entraste. I was cooking when you entered is yo cocinaba cuando entraste. I was reading when you entered is yo leía cuando entraste. And I was writing when you entered is yo escribía cuando entraste. For the second set of sentences, the imperfect tense will be in the you form when talking to one person in an informal setting. So cocinar becomes cocinabas, leer becomes leías, and escribir becomes escribías. And the preterite tense will be in the I form, so entrar will become entré. You were cooking when I entered is cocinabas cuando entré. You were reading when I entered is leías cuando entré. And you were writing when I entered is escribías cuando entré. For the third set of sentences, the imperfect tense will be in the he, she, and you form when talking to one person formally. So cocinar will become cocinaba, leer will become leía, and escribir will become escribía. And the preterite tense will be in the same form. So entrar will become entró. Pedro was cooking rice when you entered is Pedro cocinaba arroz cuando usted entró. Maria was reading a book when you entered is Maria leía un libro cuando usted entró. And you were writing a letter when Pablo entered is usted escribía una carta cuando Pablo entró. For the fourth set of sentences, the imperfect tense will be in the we form. So cocinar becomes cocinábamos, leer becomes leíamos, and escribir becomes escribíamos. And the preterite tense will be in the you form when talking to multiple people informally and in Spain. So entrar will become entrastes. We were cooking rice when you entered is cocinábamos arroz cuando entrastes. Pedro and I were reading a book when you entered is Pedro y yo leíamos un libro cuando entrastes. And Maria and I were writing a letter when you entered is Maria y yo escribíamos una carta cuando entrastes. For the fifth set of sentences, the imperfect tense will be in the you form when talking to multiple people informally and in Spain. So cocinar becomes cocinabais, leer becomes leíais, and escribir becomes escribíais. And the preterite tense will be in the we form, so entrar becomes entramos. You were cooking vegetables when we entered is cocinabais verduras cuando entramos. You and Pedro were reading a novel when we entered is tú y Pedro leíais una novela cuando entramos. And you and Maria were writing a poem when we entered is tú y Maria escribíais un poema cuando entramos. And for the sixth set of sentences, the imperfect tense will be in the they and you form when talking to multiple people. So cocinar becomes cocinaban, leer becomes leían, and escribir becomes escribían. And the preterite tense will be in the same form, so entrar becomes entraron. They were cooking vegetables when you entered is ellos or ellas cocinaban verduras cuando ustedes entraron. Pedro and Juan were reading a novel when you entered is Pedro y Juan leían una novela cuando ustedes entraron. And you and Maria were writing a poem when they entered is tú y Maria escribían un poema cuando ellos entraron. That's all for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did and would like to support this channel, you can do that in a number of ways. Also, if you noticed any mistakes, feel free to let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and take care.